everyone, we're here at KubeCon Detroit, North America 2022. I'm here with my good friend Bart, and this is day 2. So we're going to talk a little bit about the discussions around running data on Kubernetes, so storage and all these other things, stateful, stateless stuff. And Bart has been on the booth all day, so he has definitely had some of the great conversations with the community members. But what has your KubeCon experience been like? Let's get started with that.
I mean, it's been fantastic. Great to see everybody in person, connecting with people that I've met previously, reconnecting, also meeting lots of new folks, and having really good conversations, answering questions, asking new ones. I can't complain.
Yeah, amazing. So we're filming this video just focused specifically around data on Kubernetes.
Yeah.
So have you had traction on the booth? Have you had some good conversations?
We have. It's funny that it's day 2 because a lot about DoK, data on Kubernetes, day 2 operations. So when folks are getting started on their Kubernetes journey, they're not necessarily thinking about data in the beginning. And also because Kubernetes was originally designed for stateless workloads, a lot of folks come in with that assumption. But then after a while, they start to realize what could be the benefits of, database storage, moving these things onto Kubernetes, and leveraging a lot of its built-in features. Self-healing, scalable. We can talk about security issues, also cost. And these are the kind of factors that get in the conversation. But then there's some difficulties around standardization of practices. So that's kind of what we've been talking about.
Amazing. And so can you tell us a little bit more about a summary of all the discussions you had at KubeCon, and from the community, what are the challenges that they face and why is it important to talk about data on Kubernetes?
Yeah, so one of the big challenges is that the primary solution right now, particularly we're talking about databases or operators, but do we build our operator? Do we buy it? Can we know that's reliable? This causes some uncertainty for organizations, also some cost questions that get involved in there. Then we also look at new workloads that are making their way into the ecosystem. If we're talking about machine learning, analytics, AI, messaging, streaming, all this kind of stuff. These are things that folks are also addressing. We also have some wonderful people right behind us that are doing the same thing, that are doing similar stuff with Argo. So like I said, these are the new things that are coming up that we're seeing more and more. And it's exciting for us that the ecosystem is growing.
Amazing. And what are some of the trends that you have seen when it comes to running data on Kubernetes, or talk about migration, for example, or all the challenges that you were discussing about? How are people in the community that you had the discussions with tackling those challenges?
In terms of tackling them, we see more and more organizations looking for people that have the skill set to be able to work with operators, that have familiarity with migrations, as you mentioned. So seeing that for us is very promising because, we've been talking about this for quite a while. So to see that people are really starting to turn a corner and that there's more interest in it. In terms of trends, a lot of difficulties still are related to integrations with existing tools. Some have been shoehorned into Kubernetes, some are Kubernetes native. There's still challenges around that, but that's also what makes it exciting because it requires innovation.
Yeah, and according to you, and also the talks and discussions you had, I believe you also had a great co-located event.
Yeah.
If we talk about the future, and if we talk about 2-3 years from now, what trends do you see? What trends are folks likely to see when it comes to data on Kubernetes?
That this will become, as with a lot of things in Kubernetes world, more boring. That standardization of practices will get better. Understanding the data on Kubernetes landscape will get more consolidated, under control, as people have better information, more high quality information that we provide as a community through the content that we create. We have over 160 live streams. This is our 4th co-locate event in KubeCon. And so through that, we've been talking to lots and lots of folks, also with our research report that shows that revenue increases when running data on Kubernetes. That was a big finding from the second research report. So I expect in 2 to 3 years, there's going to be more confidence, there's going to be less doubts, and we're going to be hearing a lot more from folks using these newer workloads related to AI, analytics, machine learning, streaming, things like that.
Amazing. Yeah, I could not agree more. I did a session with Dinesh and David around running stateful data on Kubernetes, and we were having some great conversations, and most folks resonate with what you have just mentioned. How can someone get involved in DoK?
Super easy. Check us out on Slack. We're on Twitter. We're on LinkedIn. We're on Instagram. We're in lots of places. I'm easy to find on Twitter as well, birthmark Bart. And when in doubt, run DoK.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And my last question to you is, what is your favorite song?
Oh, that's a good question. My favorite song today would be, I'd have to think about that. My favorite song today would be Follow the Sun by Xavier Rudd, which is a really chill song because KubeCon can be pretty intense, but it's nice to be able to calm down.
Amazing. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. And if you want to see more clips from KubeCon, you can check out Civo TV. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you want to get involved in DoK, learn more about data on Kubernetes, check out DoK.community and the links in the description below. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye bye.